I found, I don't know if this man looks familiar to you or not, but this is Walt Disney sitting on an incredibly large hobby train, larger than what you might imagine if you're thinking about a toy train that sort of runs around your house. This doesn't run around the inside of his house, it runs around the outside of his house. That's Walt Disney. And this man standing next to me, this is Michael Broggie. And Michael, you had just an incredible opportunity to spend a lot of time with Walt Disney at his house with his trains. How did that come about?
Well, my father, Roger Broggie, was the first Disney Imagineer.
The very first.
He started at the company in the late 30s, stayed for 43 years. He was a precision machinist. So one day Walt walks into the shop and said, "Roger, I want you to build a miniature train for my new backyard." So if you work for Walt, you have one answer. Or sure, Walt, we can do that.
Anything you want, Walt, anything you want. We've got a lot of really incredible photos here. So your dad and you spent some time at his house building these trains.
That's right. My older brother, Roger Jr., my dad and myself were Walt's crew. If you have a railroad, you got to have a crew.
Absolutely.
So we were his crew on the weekend. And in this photograph, my father is showing Walt Disney how to operate his new engine in the backyard.
That is so incredible. Walt Disney, such a legend. You spent a lot of time with him. What is something that you learned from your time that you spent with him?
Well, you know, I was aboard his railroad at Disneyland the first time he ran it, a month before the park opened. And I asked Walt in the cab alone with him, "How did you create a Disneyland?" And he said, he taught me 4 words as a youngster: curiosity, confidence, courage, constancy. Constancy is about leadership. He said, apply these to your life and let's see what happens. So 8 of our family ended up working for Walt. I worked as a publicist at the studio and then later for the Disney family.
I love it. And now you are here. You can actually meet Michael Broggie here at this convention today and tomorrow. Not only hear some of his incredible stories, but see these photos and check out this book. It's a really beautiful book, many pictures throughout. And then there is the cover, Walt Disney's Railroad Story. This is a book that you helped put together here, Michael Broggie, by Michael Broggie, containing photos, stories, anecdotes. Really incredible. Today here at the Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi, 10 to 5 is, or 10 to 6 today, 10 to 5 tomorrow is when things go on, and you'll be here and around all day.
Right, and we'll be doing 3 presentations live, 11, 1, and 3, both days.
Wonderful. So great to meet you. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for sharing the wisdom of Walt Disney. Back to you.